Hey everybody, Zach again at NewTutorial.com, coming in and making a video for you today. Hey, the world is going to end on April 13th this year. I have it on great authority, that the world is going to end, Messiah is going to return. It's going to happen April 13th this year. And so, there's been so many people out there in the last number of years who've been throwing out dates, and while it's fun to poke fun at these people, and sometimes, I do pay attention, and I take some of these things seriously just to look at them, to see what's going on. You'll never see me proposing a date anywhere on my channel, but, or even, even trying to speculate when the Messiah's return is going to be, although I do believe it's going to be on a Day of Trumpets. And culminate on Yom Kippur, which judgment will fall on this whole earth. But anyway, April 13th. April 13th. This is going to... Jonathan Cahn and a number of other people out there are saying that this is the day. This is the day of the collapse of the United States of America, and some are saying that this is the return of the Messiah. I was just Googling it and reading some of the articles and watching the YouTube videos that are out there. And I'm just telling you, I'm here to tell you that if in fact the world collapses, this country collapses on April 13th, this is proof beyond a shadow of a doubt that God is in fact a Republican. I'm just saying. I mean, it's right before tax time. I mean, it's right before tax day. April 15th, right? Tax day. This is proof God is a Republican. I'm just saying. All right, so let's go down the list of things that are going on right now. So the end of the world's happening April 13th. The Pope today said Trump is not a Christian because he has built a wall. Meanwhile, everyone is happy to point out to the Pope that, hey, you live in a giant walled Vatican. Take a look at this picture. This is a fortress. This guy, he lives in a fortress, and he says that Trump is not a Christian because Christians do not build walls. Well, it seems like all of the popes throughout all of antiquity have all lived right here in this fortified Vatican City that no one is basically impenetrable. Yeah, Christians don't build walls. Anyway, So, Trump, like him or hate him, the guy is definitely a great and entertaining show. And, people are like, Trump's so vulgar. Trump, he's so crude. You know what? George Patton was crude. But George Patton got things done. And the people in Washington, they hated Patton. And, me having a military background and being a student of history and our nation's military, I have always been a big fan of Patton. But it's interesting to see, people say that Trump is crude, but they forget, people will be the same guy like, hey, let's sit down and watch Patton, winner of 7 Academy Awards. Anyway, the election is heating up, and, I'm going through Facebook, and it's really kind of sad, I think, because there's so many people out there who are just getting so animated and so emotional and so emotionally tied to their candidates, and they're fighting back and forth. And I've told you before, over and over again on this channel, I'm not voting. I don't care. I don't have a horse in this race. I think they're all crooks. I have worked in the election system before, in the political system. I have campaigned for senators, for congressmen. I have campaigned for state reps. I've worked on lots of campaigns, and I'm telling you folks, I've worked as a volunteer lobbyist in Jefferson City, and they are corrupt. Every single last stinking one of them are corrupt. There are backroom deals that happen. They try to blow whistles on the other party when it's convenient for them, but they're doing the same stuff behind closed doors all day long. They're all a bunch of crooks. What's the number one job of a politician? Get reelected. Any politician will tell you that. What's the number one job of a politician? Oh, well, Zach, number one job of a politician is to serve the people we represent. No. Number one job of a politician is to get reelected. You'll do whatever it takes to get reelected because you want to stay on that gravy train. So anyway, guys, you guys got to stop getting all heated on this stuff. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. And the clickbait on Facebook is absolutely amazing. There are so many websites. People, it should be just Scambook instead of Facebook. Scambook. Because you go through your feed and you look at all of the links that people post when you're scrolling through your feed, and most of them, it tells you a little text, on the bottom of the picture or whatever, the headline, what website it's linking to. And a lot of them are just like websites you've never heard of before, and they're, .tv instead of .com, or .org, it's a .tv or .cmay or whatever. It's just something that's, it's clickbait. it's not real. They're just a bunch of Onion articles, and people are falling for this stuff hook, line, and sinker, and it's just crazy. The clickbait that's on Facebook, nothing on Facebook is real anymore. If I see it on Facebook, listen, if I don't see it on Drudge, it ain't there. Period. If I don't see it on Drudge or somebody or another alternative media website that I know is reputable, who is really looking for truth, it's not there. It's not news, in my opinion. If I see it on Facebook, you guys, and some of you guys, look at this article, and it's something about aliens landing in, Obama's backyard or something, and it's just, come on. Well, I don't know, maybe aliens did land in the White House. I don't know. Clickbait. Look at it on Facebook. Come on, you cannot seriously believe that most of the stuff that's posted on there is real. It's just not. It's just not. Anyway, it's fun. I'm watching, the stuff get heated up. I like it's entertaining, but it's really, really sad, actually. When you think about all of this, it's really ultimately very sad where our nation is headed, and the amount of drama and turmoil that is going on right now, and the fighting and the love of many is growing cold. There's just no doubt about it. You cannot look at what's going on in this world today and just not tell yourself, wow, the love is growing cold. It just is. But hey, April 13th, we're going to find out if God is a Republican or not. All right, we'll leave it at that. Go home, read your Bible. Thanks.